All right. Hello, everybody. All right. Once again, I'm going to ask you. Oh, all right. Once again, I'm going to sorry, I forgot to mute the stream. We're good. Let me know if the sounds right. I think I have the levels right after yesterday or earlier today, but I'm still new at this, so taking all constructive feedback that you might have. Okay. So basically, for anybody who doesn't already know me, my name's Sarah. And I am a squid biologist, actually. That's how I'm trained, but I am broadly a science communicator now, doing a bunch of different stuff. And a lot of what I'm focusing on here in Philadelphia is urban biodiversity and animals and plants that live in places that people also live in. Is the stream? Oh yeah, it's totally like pause on my end. Anyway, so I'm writing a book on urban biodiversity, and it's going to cover a lot of common animals that people will encounter in cities and suburbs. And so part of that is going to be illustrated, and I'm illustrating the animals that you're going to see. So that's going to include everything from like raccoons and deer, possums, all in North America. So we'll include coyotes eventually, but I haven't drawn many coyotes before, so I kind of gotta work up to it. I've drawn 1 zillion squid in my life, but way fewer mammals, so I'm practicing now. Earlier today, I don't know how many of you were here earlier today, but I did these salamanders earlier today. We talked about kleptogenesis earlier today. And then last night, we talked about just salamanders in general. North America has like more salamanders than most places. But tonight, we'll be doing more classic city critters in the possum. Looks like the only person who voted for possum, so we're doing it. And then later tonight, if I have the energy and you're still here, we'll do pigeons as well. Do possums have to worry about pathogenic fungi since their body temperature is lower? That's a good question. I know that rabies isn't something that is really common in possums because of that lower body temperature. I don't know what the negative consequences of having a lower body temperature would be. I could certainly see fungus being a problem, but even we have problem with fungus. And we run hotter than they do. So I'm not really sure, to be honest. They generally live much, much shorter lives than we do. I think possums generally live like 3 to 5 years at the most. in the wild anyway, and I don't know about their pathogen load with funguses. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to start with a possum skateboarding. And I think this page is just going to be kind of like sketchbook page style, so I'll be filling it with a bunch of different possums doing stuff. With this book, there's going to be like some spreads that are like whole city scenes where there are like lots of different animals doing different stuff, or like here are the moths of North America, and here's like many that you can try to see. And then others of them, it's going to be like, you know, a raccoon getting coffee or a praying mantis riding a scooter, just like silly stuff in like the margins and around the pages. Let's actually start, right? Let's do it. Okay, so if I was a skateboarding possum, that's too big. But yeah, if anybody has questions about nearly any animal, I can't promise I'll know the answer, but I'll tell you if I do. I've been a science communicator on the internet for like, you know, many, many years. And in the process, I've gotten questions about like a really wide variety of animals, which means that, I don't know. I've looked up a lot of stuff over the years. I also used to teach classes for what do possum little feetsies look like. That's why we have reference photos. Kind of weird and handy. Okay. Yeah, I used to teach classes for Atlas Obscura, and I used to teach classes for universities, but for you all, the Atlas Obscura classes might be more interesting. On the deep sea and nocturnal wildlife. So that includes bats and moths and possums and raccoons and lots of other animals. Alright, if their foot is for the center, then this one is going to be like that. I generally start with a really rough, like sketchy vibe, and then go back and try to figure out like where do I put everything. Oh, toe pads maybe. Yeah, different animal toes are like so freaky. I sometimes run into problems with possums where they look like rats by the time I'm done with it. I might twist this around. Yeah, like geckos obviously are like the famous freaky toe havers, but lots of other animals have like lots of ridges on their toes to grab onto stuff. And their little hands are not so grabby. No, our skateboard is too small. Make this smaller. I sure would like to. I've been using Procreate for like 2 years now. I still kind of suck at it. Oh, there we go. Okay, good stuff. Look at open mouth possum. Looking at their ears. When they're babies, their ears are so big. I mean, look at the real estate a baby possum's ear takes up. God. But adult possums, not so much. I really like how anxious possums look all the time. Oh! My cat... Oh, a thing fell off the wall and my cat got nervous. Okay. And just shit kicked everything on the desk. As is her right. For the new people joining, hey. Tonight I'm going to be doodling possums and pigeons. I'm writing a book on urban biodiversity and suburban biodiversity. So animals that live in places that people also live. And I have a lot of experience drawing squid because I was trained as a squid biologist, so I've drawn like 1 bazillion squid in my life. But I've drawn fewer mammals. So I'm doing some mammal practice over here. Clearly, I really know what I'm doing. Like, what a nightmare. What a Philly fanatic nightmare I've just drawn. But it's okay. It'll look fine by the end of it all. Or at least acceptable. I don't know. My struggle is my possums always end up looking like rats. They're not rats. They're a different animal. And how do I make them not look like a rat? We're gonna get there. They're so cute. Shorter face, maybe? Where does the eye and the... Yeah, further. Okay. Bigger mouth. Bigger mouth. I would agree. This currently looks like, I don't know, like a man in like a furry, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This looks like a nightmare furry. But, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Oh wow, that's really perfect actually. Thanks, Soph. Born the size of Cheerios. That's so small. I know that that's how marsupials work, but it's still really adorable. have drawn possums before, and they have looked like possums. May the record show. Part of the purpose of streaming this for me is like really spending the time practicing. And if there are people here, I'll be, I don't know, I feel like more likely to focus. I get the feeling this is going to be one of these nights where I prefer the objectively bad nightmare sketch to what I end up drawing at the end of it all, but we'll find out. Like, this isn't good, but I like it anyway. What brings you all here tonight? Has Evan dumped people in here yet, or did you all come from elsewhere? Okay, not yet. Cool. So the link. Oh, hi, Andrew. Oh my God, Andrew and I worked together in grad school. Sorry, your name's not Andrew. I don't know your name. I don't know anything about you. Hello, Sean. Welcome back. All right, that looks more like a possum than it did 3 minutes ago, for what that's worth. Does it look like a possum? No, I would say it's starting to look like a possum. Okay. Hey, Otis. Welcome back. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Don't knock that over, please. Otis is here. You can't see her. Come here. This is Otis. She's 3. She's a very good girl. Okay, thank you, Otis. Otis is beautiful. Otis is super talkative. Otis's government name is Myotis, which is the genus of many of our local bats. I did give her her name. Her name that she came from the shelter with was Orchid. So I had to change that. She was one of my foster kittens. A couple years ago, after my best buddy Carjo, who was a cat, died. And I wasn't planning on adopting her because Carjo had just died and I just didn't think I was ready. And then the person who was supposed to adopt Otis bailed on the day they were supposed to come pick her up. And I had let myself get attached to her because I was like, she's got an adopter lined up. I don't need to guard myself because she's going away no matter what. And then the adopter didn't come. And so I was like, well, let me just see if one of my family members will adopt Otis because Otis is the best. So I tried to get my brother to adopt her. I tried to get my dad to adopt her. My brother adopted one of the other kittens in the litter, but not Otis. And I specifically picked Otis's litter because most of her litter had long hair. And I was like, I'll never adopt a long-haired cat. That's too messy. Well, look what happened. Here she is. And actually, I thought having long-haired cats was going to be a way bigger pain in the butt than it actually is. It's not that bad. Long time ago, back in 2009, 8. Before I worked with squid, I worked with bats, which was very fun. If it didn't work out with squid, bats would have been a pretty solid backup plan. They're very soft. Softer than they're given credit for. Their backs are soft. Some of them are very fluffy. I've worked with like mice and mostly marine creatures. But I think bats might have been the smelliest. Like other than like dead shrimp smell, which is one of the worst, one of my least favorite smells of all the smells. Bats are pretty stinky. I don't really know why they're so stinky, but they just are. That's right. That's the correct math. 8 arms, 2 tentacles for squid. Except for one weirdo in the deep sea. Actually, 2 weirdos. There's a weirdo in the deep sea that only the juveniles have tentacles, and then when they're adults, they don't have tentacles anymore. And then the other one, octopus, or Danae. What's the genus of Octopoteuthis? Octopoteuthis Danae. Octopoteuthis is weird for a lot of reasons, but one of those reasons is that they don't have tentacles. So it's called Dana's octopus squid, which is one of the worst names for any cephalopod, but that is their name. It's not their fault. And they're called the octopus squid because they only have the 8 arms and no tentacles. Once again, this possum looks like a Nightmare Chuck E. Cheese version of a possum, but honestly, I don't hate it. What's the difference between tentacles and arms? Arms have suction cups that go up and down the whole length of the limb, and tentacles are, like, painting with some broad brushstrokes here, are like stretchier. They're not as like muscular in the same way. The muscles are like different, and they can stretch really far out to grab food and then bring that food back to the mouth of the cephalopod. So yeah, arms, they're like, you know, there's 8 of them. They're doing a lot of manipulation of stuff. They have more fine motor control. And then the tentacles are pretty much just for grabbing food. There's one weirdo in the deep sea, a lot of sentences start this way, where it's called Grimaldi-toothus, and instead of having like suction cups and hooks on the club is basically like the hand of the tentacle, and instead of having a normal club, they have like a little squid puppet, and they can puppet that little lure around to attract food and then attack. Grimaldi-toothus is one of my favorite squid. They're so weird. Spooky. These streams have really been a stark reminder that I have to go get this thing repaired, this Apple Pencil repaired. I'm sorry to the people who've heard me say that like 4 times. Nah, that looks bad. back to normal? Yes. Okay. Is anybody traveling right now for the holidays, or are you all where you normally hang out? Snow's not bad. I went out and shoveled since the last time I saw you. It's kind of gross and like icy. How's where you are? Do you have to shovel where you are, or is it like a situation where you don't have to deal with that? Not much accumulation. It was kind of just like slush when I shoveled earlier. But I don't want to deal with like that iced over stuff later. It better snow. Did you all get snow up there, what was that, like a week and a half ago? Oops. Because that was some good, like, at least in Philly, that was good snowman snow. Really peak 5-year-old snow. Alright, I've been doing color for the last couple of these, but I'm tempted to do this in black and white because I will have to do black and white for parts of the book. But it's kind of more fun to do color. Yeah, just a dusting there. That's sad. We got, like, snow. I was tempted to build a snowman because the snow was so, like, perfect for that. Alright, I'm going to make a duplicate of this so that I can do a black and white one and a color one if I so choose. Okay. Oops. I was going so confident with those fills. Too pink. Better. We Skype a scientist, and again, for people who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, Skype a scientist is my job. I run a science education nonprofit in Philly, and we do a bunch of stuff. We match scientists with classrooms for like Q&A sessions, and we match them up for free. So if you know any teachers, or like, you know, scout troop leaders, librarians, like anybody who interacts with kids in an education kind of way, feel free to send them our way. We can match them up with scientists for free. That's skypeascientist.com. But the reason I bring this up is we generally don't get like grants to support the work that we do, partially because I don't apply, and then partially because it's like, so it was already competitive to get grants, and then the federal shitstorm of the last year plus has made it like more competitive to get grants for everybody, from scientists to anybody doing anything like positive or good for the world, is having a harder time doing that. So as a result, we're funded through like merch and donations basically. And so all that to say, we're making like animal valentines right now. And they're so cute. We hired this girl who's like a young illustrator here in Philly, and we're doing all deep sea valentines this year. And we're doing whale falls, Grimaldi toothus, that's good with the lure, anglerfish, because I feel like we have to, and one more. What was the one more? Let me look on my telephone. Some cool deep sea creature. Oh, duh, the gulp reel. And they're turning out so cute. I can't wait to show everybody. Oh my god, that's so cute. The skateboard in Brewery Town too. So close. Well, let's not worry about a background color yet, Sarah. Let's go under that. Let's pull up the reference photos again. When I mumble, can you hear what I'm saying? Or should I like mumble louder? That would be a good thing to know. Mumble closer to the mic. Okay. Music drowns you out. I can keep lowering it. I mean, again, I'm very new at this, so I can keep futzing around with it until it sounds good. Let me do that again. Firefox audio. All right, I lowered it by like another 10 decibels. Let me know if it's like too quiet now. Might as well figure this stuff out now and not wait longer. Good level to hear me clearly. Okay, cool. Does Twitch, I think the answer is yes, offer like automatic captions for people who want that? Let's hide you. Yeah. enable the option. I think I may have done that. Let's see. Settings. Closed captions enabled. Not available for this content. Huh. Why? Don't know. Yeah, I also thought that I enabled video on demand, but it clearly didn't save the one from earlier today, so I don't know what that's about. I'll work on it. Did not see this pan flute coming. Maybe. Do you see them for... Why does that keep happening? Why does it keep switching, showing you that the stream will start soon? We're learning so much all the time. This will get better. It's already gotten better than it was yesterday, and yesterday's was better than the day before that. So, I guess I didn't do the day before that, but the day before that. Kleptogenesis is saved. Okay, cool. Thank you for checking that. He kind of looks like he's wearing like a gray turtleneck. All right, no one's gonna think that's a rat anymore. It's obviously a possum. We got that going for us. That's a really good fish. The raid is incoming. Hey, Evan's team. Welcome. I'm drawing a skateboarding possum. Later, we'll do pigeons jazzercising. Hello, this is a raid. First time chat from Raider. Hi. Thanks for coming. I tried to figure out how to do a raid earlier today. No idea how. Meant to Google how to do it. Still, I forgot. So, maybe next time. This is exciting. Hi. Bug attack. This is tough because we're doing possums, and possums are famously bug munchers. I don't like the way that came out. Bug consumers. I don't know if that's any better. But we love bugs in this house. I'll be doing bugs later. Not later today, but later in my life. I wrote an email to my publisher, earlier today, basically saying, we gotta have more bugs in this book. This book needs more bugs. You type raid, okay. Nice. Am I, like, breaking up? I'm gonna put that in the chat just in case. No, I'm not. Okay, great. Must just be me. Won't complain. Okay, I think I want to add... You see how they're kind of like, not smooth looking? Let's see what we can do with the... I have this, like, brush pack. And for people who aren't doodlers, like, you can download a bunch of brush packs that look different from different artists and, etc. And if you don't feel like doing 1 zillion little hatch marks, you can use a pack for that. But sometimes I think they look a little too, like, regular. I had the ring of 13 nips. Really good point. How to message for sex-based terms. No, we can allow the word nips. I would encourage that, actually. This is a biology channel, so very nip positive around here. Icky. Pro crosshatch. I don't want it to look like I added a crosshatch thing. This might be it. Let's try that. And if we hate it, I'll just, gotta say nip nops. You know, I heard nip nop for the first time recently, because of I don't even want to say why, because of a band I follow. Okay, that's not right. Can I go like this? Wait, nope. Can I go like this? Yes, okay. But when I change the speed, it looks different. Well, that's gonna drive me nuts. Let's try this. Worse? Oh, better. Can I just... No, I cannot. I might as well just, you know, do it. This is your first time hearing it. I'm like so over all of the like auto modding on like TikTok and all this. Just let us say nips among other words that I don't know what the auto modding is for like people talking, so I'm probably just gonna shut my mouth, but let us live, you know what I mean? Okay, that's gonna be too big, so let's make that smaller. I might try it both ways. I might try it hand drawn and auto style and see which one looks less like shit. That's all art is. Trying stuff and seeing what looks less bad. As far as I can tell, I'm not an artist. I'm trained as a scientist. Well, now he just looks like he has hairy legs, but of course he does. So are you all labeled as raiders for like the rest of the chat? Volcano Doc uses a very aggressive auto mod. You can be weird in front of me. I know Evan personally. I know the deal. Moderated online communities before. No, it's not normal. As long as you're nice to each other, I'm happy. Yeah, I am. I think that you can like list words that when I was looking at the auto modding when I was setting up my channel, it would let you test like sentences. So I put in sentences that I would not want someone to be able to say in the chat if I wasn't like really closely paying attention. And I tried to like have it match that. So you can like, I think, to my understanding, you can like pick a word that maybe the auto modder would like automatically not allow, and like include it from the not block list, but like the banned list. And then you can also add words that you don't want people saying, but maybe wouldn't automatically be in that list. But there are no like words I would know that would be banned that would be different for squid biology. Like volcano words. That's a problem. Got to be able to talk about volcanoes if you're a volcano person. Huh. You gotta know this stuff. It only shows up to me, the Raider determined. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad you're all here. Okay, I think the board looks bad. Poisonally. So I'm gonna change the way I colored that. Let's do this gray, and then put lighter dots in there. Sometimes, and I don't know why this happens, the like dots, what do they call the dots? I don't know. The like comic style dots, sometimes when you're in different zooms, it just like looks weird. It like looks kind of like one of those books of optical illusions. And I don't really know why that happens. Like if I zoom way out, it looks freaky. I don't know what to say. It looks weird. All right, what's better? for the board that. Definitely not that. That's the worst one. I kind of like it like that. Let's do... It can't have no texture because skateboards do have texture. It is sandpaper, basically. Okay, and now we're gonna do the opposite. Is this? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Don't want it in dots. Thanks for subscribing, Tortilla. When I heard Evan saying Tortilla, I didn't read your username. And I was like, how would Evan know to say it like that? But it's suddenly making a lot more sense. That's true. I've been using all of your real names if I know your real names. That's probably not streamer etiquette. Doing science trivia, I had to, I used to back starting in 2020, I guess, March or April of 2020 until 2023. I did weekly and then later monthly science trivia, and I had to say names all the time then. And when you're a professor or whatever, similar thing. Yeah. Granny gum jobs. I mean, I can say that no problem. What's wrong with that? Icky. I don't know. I like him. I think he looks nice. And looks so much more like a possum than the poster I tried the last time I tried to do this. That looks like a possum. Okay, what should I do for the background? I don't want to spend a lot of time on like setting a scene today because I want to be able to do some pigeons as well. I might just do... This is gonna look too much. Oh, I forgot about his teeth. Right. Right. Teeth. Whoop. Yeah, I was thinking of doing like a Saved by the Bell 90s style background. Not necessarily tie-dye, but similar vibe. Like easy squiggles. I gotta make sure there's no holes first. Am I on the right layer? Yeah. Exactly. Like those old paper cups. That's exactly what I'm going for. It takes 2 seconds to do. And often just fits the vibe I'm going for. It's true. Oh, the transparency is going to cause problems. But not for long. Fixed. Water tastes so fucking good when you're thirsty. And so whatever all the rest of the time. What is that about? Missed a tooth. Yeah, I really gotta check out that Brewery Town coffee shop. That sounds like it rules. Okay. I've been allowing links. There aren't so many people here that it's a problem. Maybe one day it'll be a problem, but not right now. Whoa. This must have some kind of connection problem. How about that one? That's fine. Don't worry, I won't let it be this visually overwhelming forever. It's a work in progress. Okay. Background is too bright. It's okay. Okay, let's do... That needs to stay like that. Okay. is under, right? Yeah. Let's put it all the way under. Yeah. How many of the people in this stream live in like the Philadelphia area? Just 3 or more? Sean, I'm including you in that, even if you're not like technically, even if you're technically New York, you're both. Connecticut. That's where I went to grad school. We're doing a mural in Connecticut in the spring. In Willimantic. We've had trouble getting artists to apply for that. Should be like a pretty easy project for them, but I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna do it in spring, or summer, June. Andrew, if you're still here, we're doing it like right around the Squid Vibrio meeting, so everybody will be there for that. Where'd Water go? There she is. We're also doing one in Philly this year, in East Kensington. Yeah, use local artists. Always local artists to wherever the mural project is happening. I'm like in Philly and very like tied into the Philly artist community, so that's easy. When it's in Philadelphia, it's super easy. But when we go other places, it requires some online outreach for sure. Which is why I think I'm having so much trouble with the Connecticut one. I also think there's just like fewer people in general living in that area of Connecticut. So I think that's part of it. But for example, we're doing this project out in Portland. The Society for Integrative and Comparative Biology, we call it SICB for short. We're hosting a meeting there, and by we I mean the society is hosting a meeting there at the beginning of January, and I asked if I could bring artists to our meeting so that we could have them like basically illustrate the science that they learn about at the meeting. And the people in power were like super into that idea, which I feel very lucky about. So we're bringing 5 artists to that meeting. But like I didn't know Portland, Oregon artists. I like have been in Portland for a total of a couple hours in my life, or I guess a couple days. So for that, we went online, and that was like, we had so many people apply to that. It was like 145 people applied, which is awesome. Made it so easy. But Connecticut, we had 10 people apply, which makes it harder. But what are you gonna do? Oops. Shit. Okay. All right. I'm happy with that. Possum complete. Now I'm gonna do pigeons. Well, I guess I should probably touch up some of these lines. Yeah, we're looking for, like professional working artists, not student artists, for this project. Not that students can't often be like totally amazing, but sometimes they need a little time to cook. Like I would never do a mural because I need time to cook because I am not very good, And so that's kind of what we're aiming for. People who've been at it a while. There are times we work with students for sure, like a lot of the time, but for the mural projects, try to go with working artists, because working artists, like a lot of people think like, oh, you should support students, which is true, you should, but working artists need support too. Like it is really hard to get work as an artist right now, because everybody's more broke than they historically have been, and so like merch sales and stuff aren't going as well as they used to for a lot of artists, and also a lot of people are turning to AI, right? So like paying them for the work that they're trained to do is generally what I tend to want to do. All right, I mean it now. It does look like a man in a possum suit, but I'm okay with that. Okay. It's pigeon time. Okay. The fun thing about pigeons is that they do not remotely have the same body layout as us, so making them do people things is going to be very silly. But we're going to try it. And these I've really never done before. I think sometimes Schmermel, they might have like an AI designed thing and then have them like spit that onto a like parachute cloth. They might not even use parachute cloth because they may not know what they're doing, but they might like, paint it on or print it on something and then just stick that thing on the wall. It would be like an abomination, but I can imagine them thinking that would be like a faster way to make it happen, even if it would be, like soulless and not fun. but I can see that happening. Okay, pigeon wings. Apparently, whichever orientation I think this is going to be, it is the opposite one. It's like, this is taller than it is wide. No, it's not. Do you guys like birding, or are you guys more the bug crowd? Any of you who know me know exactly where I land on this one. You can be both. You can be both. That is true. That is technically true. But I feel like it's a rare bird person who also appreciates the bugs. Those are just like animal people. Which you certainly are. I like pigeons. There's a pipeline. Tell me more, Evan. Which way does the pipe? I went ocean to bugs. Now bugs for life. But do you think that typically it's bird then bug? You think you're going to be a birder in the future? Birds, dragonflies, butterflies, tiger beetles. Makes sense. Yeah, I went ocean bugs. It was because during the lockdown I couldn't get to the damn ocean, so I was like, I guess I'll look at bugs. I don't know. Now I'm like, bugs are cool. Still think the ocean's cool, obviously, but I have an appreciation for ocean. I mean bug. Both. I like listening for the nighttime birds. Whippoorwills are cool. We have hawks around here, but I guess we do get bald eagles in Philly. That's pretty cool. Hawks, pigeons, sparrows. Although honestly, I'm sure we get other cool shit and I just don't pay attention. It's too tall. The Philadelphia Eagles. We got those birds. We also have real eagles. Alright, that'll do for a sketch layer. Evan, I know you are from Pennsylvania, right? Did you grow up in Eagles country or Steelers country? Seahawks fan. Yeah. Our people can't resist climbing a light pole. It's what we do best. And carbs. Was that an Eagles fan or was that a Boston person? Similar vibes. Of course. Of course you went to high school with him. Or middle school, what'd you say? Elementary school. Lovely. in this book, we're going to be talking about, like, the ecosystem basically as it is, and touching more lightly on, like, we'll be touching on invasive species, but there's animals that, it's kind of hard to define invasive species a lot. There's the ones that are, like, a real problem, obviously. And then there's, like, the ones who, you know, certainly aren't native, but here they are. And then end up being important to the whole ecosystem, like pigeons. Pigeons, you know, definitely not from here. Not part of the native ecosystem, but a huge source of food for hawks. Owls, lots of stuff. And so you can't, like, I don't know. They're important even if they're not from here. And drawing that line is hard. I don't know what the relationship between this pigeon and the carrier pigeon is, honestly. The pigeons, this pigeon though, we've been hanging around with for like a ridiculous amount of time. Pigeons have been hanging around with people for thousands of years. The carrier pigeon was native to North America. Yeah, the pigeon that we're looking at right now was native to, like, Libya, I think. Yeah. I thought we called those eastern gray squirrels. There are more than one squirrel here. We did do pigeons so dirty. Poor pigeons. Why is it rude to call them a rock dove? They're doves that hang out on rocks. And they are doves. They are doves. Okay. It's getting tired. Feet are already going to be kind of pink. Maybe I should have made this purple. Hey. There we go. There we go. The dodo was a dove? That's news to me. Poor dodo. It's a big dove. Was it the biggest dove that there was? There aren't any doves bigger than that now, are there? Did I change the layer? No, Sarah? Wow. How did we kill the dodo again? Did we eat them? Or did, like, cats and stuff eat them? Because we definitely ate pigeons. Oh, I didn't know that those pigeons were that big. Nice. If they don't have dodo DNA, don't bother. It's so much easier to prevent a species from going extinct than bringing it back. I wish people realized that. Oh, we'd eat them. I think that's exactly what they'll do. Make something that looks like it, but really has nothing to do with it. Yeah, what were they using those goofy beaks for? I'm realizing I don't actually know much about dodos. This pigeon will do well at the jazzercise competition. I'm sure of it. Pigs ate dodos? Poor dodos, getting it from all sides. Alright, really important question, chat. What color should this pigeon's leotard be? It's critical. I think purple would be too much given that we already have purple. But maybe, I just don't think it would match. Maybe teal? Can you give it a gradient? Yeah. Yeah, I think a gradient would be really nice. Yeah. Yeah, like this basically. And by this I mean the like iridescent feathers. How are we gonna do that? I'll figure it out. I might have to do this a really goofy way, but it's fine. Nope, not like that. Did you all see on Jeopardy this week, there was a person who had like a pigeon sweater? She looked great. I think she knit the sweater herself, but she like got the pattern for the sweater offline somewhere. It was a gray sweater with these colors. Nope. I gotta do some squirrels later this week because, man, I don't know how to draw a squirrel. I run a teen art club once a month in Philly. Um, and one of the teenagers, we were like, talking about what we were going to draw that night. And I was like, I don't know what to draw. What should I draw? And one of them was like, draw a squirrel with a Karen haircut. And I was like, challenge accepted. And I did draw a squirrel with a Karen haircut, but I do not have a lot of practice with squirrels. And in doing research for this book, I learned a lot about the history of like people and squirrels, particularly in Philadelphia. Fun fact, Philadelphia is one of the first places where Europeans like reintroduced squirrels to urban environments, and where they actually took off. Because I think there was like some false starts there. They were like, I think they should like this. I think they should like living in the city. And eventually they did. But at the beginning, our cities were really pretty trashy. So they didn't thrive because there just wasn't enough like trees to live in. Wasn't enough food. But eventually we figured it out. Trees are good. Huh. Allow. Most mammals do, right? Except us. Fun facts from Evan. You gotta know this stuff. That's convenient. Wait, but are we the only primates without them? What about the other great apes? Good night. Just us. Wait, did that do something weird? No. Is that fishing game that you were playing, like, just like Animal Crossing, but not? Just the fishing part of Animal Crossing. It's honestly my favorite part of Animal Crossing. Cat. Meow. Meow. Alright, I might be cooked for the night. I'm tired. I'm gonna do a slight outline on part of this, and then I might call it a night. I have to actually do the writing part of writing a book tomorrow, but I will probably... Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. I should look at my calendar. I hope nothing. This is the part of the year where I really, truly don't want to do a thing. Today is Friday. Tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah. I have nothing on my calendar tomorrow. Yes. Which means that I will be writing. And then eventually, I'll be here again. Probably in the evening when I feel like I can't write another word. Is there something I can do to make these streams more interesting? When I think about interesting animal things as I'm doodling, I tell you, but I don't know, I feel like I should still be saying more to you. Thank you. I like the gradient too. I'm wondering too if like the more people are here, the more things people say and the more there is to like talk back to. Uh-oh. What have I done? Whoa! Ah! I don't want to be on 2 screens at once. How do I make that stop? Good. Okay. It definitely helps having people here who are also like fountains of animal facts. I can't count on that being the case every night. Okay. I think she looks good. She's not like totally rendered finished, but it is a pigeon jazzercising. You can't say it's not. I guess I should give her like a little color background. But I don't want to add too much color and have it be overwhelming. No, it's worse. That's gonna be bad. Yeah. A jazzercise pattern background. Yeah, I should. Every art stream I've been at, they just have enough people in there. They're just sort of like talking back and forth between the people, or talking about their day. I don't know. I should look at more. Oh, thanks, Ophelia. It's Kaleidos. Bloodstone is what it's called. I've decided to wear more lipstick that I want to wear in my late 30s. No reason not to. Twitch games for chat to play with. Huh. Like what? So there's like games that are happening that you can be playing while you're in here? And I can enable those? Lurk bait. I'm writing this down. Taking notes. Lurk bait. Sounds creepy. I'm sure it's not. Twitch games, okay. I did. Cool. You fish while I do whatever. Okay. Cool. We'll try that. Okay. I do want to give it a background before we leave, though. It's going to kill me not to. All right, let's start with the standard black gradient. Or the music stop. Hey. Can I enable lurk bait? Is it like a thing that you just do while you're here, or do I have to like turn it on the stream? And yeah, I would agree that we need some clouds in here. Actually, I might give her a sunset. How did I do sunsets in the past? Like this. Like this. Hey, don't do that. There we go. I'll definitely do that for tomorrow. It's like the easiest thing to do ever. It's looking a bit Homestar Runner, but that's okay. That's okay. It's fine. I think it's too saturated, but I don't care. They can't all be perfect color theory, you know? Thanks, Ralph. That'll do it. I don't know where this pink is coming from, but whatever. Okay, I need it this time. We're done. Oh, let me make it so you guys can actually see it. Like that. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Thanks for joining for this one. I appreciate you being here. I will be back tomorrow. What am I drawing tomorrow? Here's the things that I have to draw. I have to draw a bee getting increasingly more pleased with the plant offering that the city dweller is offering them. I don't have to, but I kind of want to do a salamander that's like under a log, laying on his side, like lifting up the log, like saying hello from where he's hanging out under the log. Other animals that I have to like practice include raccoons, lightning bugs, coyotes, armadillos. Armadillos, very bad at drawing armadillos. So maybe I'll do armadillos tomorrow. We'll see. There's a whole list of North American wildlife I have to do. And I should probably mess around with some moths and stuff. So that's what's up. I will probably, I'm going to sleep in tomorrow and then write for a little bit. And then probably come in the evening, because today I did 2.5 hours in the afternoon. And fewer people were here than the nighttime ones, so I'll probably just do nighttime. Because also I'm really supposed to be writing, even though I want to do nothing during this week. Yeah, it's like all wildlife of urban and suburban places in North America. So there's lots of different animals that includes. But yeah, maybe I should try armadillos for the sake of getting better at them. But thank you. Oh, God, I really like this one. I love him. So yeah, thanks for being here for these two, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.